Operating out of his shop in Pound, Dennis Lepinski says he's owed more than $10,000 for a semi-load of his insulated concrete forms. It was delivered to a Waupaca construction site in April to someone Lepinski says he had success with on a few smaller projects.
And that was my mistake, because that's when we went to the 30-day terms. And I've been trying to get paid for that ever since.
Lepinski says Chad Schampers, owner of Top Ranked LLC, is who owes him. You might remember Schampers from when he owned Summit Contracting. In February 2022, the U.S. Attorney's Office announced Schampers and 3 others were all charged with 9 counts of wire fraud and a charge of conspiracy to commit wire and bank fraud. However, the charges were eventually dropped against the individuals after a judge agreed to a hearing to determine whether a search warrant of their construction office was performed without proper probable cause. Instead, a plea agreement was reached, putting the responsibility on Schampers' company, Summit Contracting. Schampers signed off on Summit pleading guilty to 1 count of wire fraud and paying nearly $90,000 in restitution to be divided between 11 parties.
You know, everything that went down when he was with Summit Contracting a couple of years ago, did you know about that at all?
I did not.
Fox 11 originally asked Schampers for an interview. He put us in contact with Michelik, who says Lepinski's beef shouldn't be with Schampers.
Yeah, that's a case where Top Ranked wasn't paid by the customer either. What I understand to be the normal course then is that the supplier would file a lien with the recipient of the construction services, right?
What did you think when you found out about his history?
Well, it's frustrating, upsetting, that someone is allowed to do that, to fail in one business and then to start up another and continue the same business practices, which is making promises and not coming through with those.
Court records show Lepinski is one of 6 entities to file court cases this year seeking money from Schampers. 3 of the cases received judgments, with Schampers owing the parties a total of more than $25,000.
My advice is to stay as far away from him as you can. He's really good at selling it and making promises, and they're believable promises, and then he doesn't come through.
Lepinski has filed legal action to try to garnish the more than $10,000 the court ruled he's owed from Schampers. He hopes his experience provides warning for others. For Fox 11 Investigates, I'm Ben Krumholz.